Salut, and this is the second part for color of Iceberg. So let's go. Crystal. For example, it could be a light shade of blue. Lemon green. It is a shade of green. It is a unique bright shade due to the yellow undertone. It can be found on unripe lemon. Orchid. This shade is named after the flower of the same name. It is also a shade of purple but with a pink undertone. Bronze. It is a metallic shade that combines warm browns with soft golds and sometimes copper tones, resulting in a rich, earthly, and in a way sophisticated shade. It is named after the bronze alloy traditionally made from copper and tin, known for its strength and durability. Bronze evokes a sense of straight tradition and luxury. Lapis. This shade is a rich dark blue, often with flecks of golden pirate resembling a starry sky. It can be also described as the deep color of the sea or as the bright feathers of exotic birds. It can be from lighter shades to almost black. It is named after a stone of the same name. Tan. It is a light shade of brown, often described as a pale or yellowish brown. It is one of natural colors, reminds of tannet, laser, or sand. And evokes a sense of warmth, earthiness, and simplicity. The color name comes from the tanning process of animal hides, which involves treating them with tannin from oak bark. Iris. Iris is a bright shade of purple blue. The name often includes more purple shades. The name itself comes from the flower of the same name. Raspberry. Raspberry is a color is a bright, rich pink red that resembles the juice of ripe resembles. It is a fairly rich, warm shade that falls between red and purple on the color wheel. It is also often described as a bright and passionate, but can be used to add a touch of experiment or a touch of elegance. Jade. Jade is a color is a rich, deep green shade that was inspired by Jade's gemstone. It is often associated with a sense of luxury and certain sophistication, while Jade is also widely known for its green hue. It can also include other shades found in the jade stones, including white, brown, black, lavender, and even red. Ultramarine. Ultramarine is a deep shade of blue. It is historically derived from the semi-precious stone Lapis lazuli. The name ultramarine comes from the Latin ultramarine, meaning beyond the sea, as a stone was imported from Asia. It is also known for its bright, rich blue hue. Today, ultramarine as a shade is also produced synthetically, offering more affordable and accessible alternative to natural pigment. Mulberry. Mulberry is a deep, rich, reddish purple shade inspired by the color of ripe mulberries. It is also sophisticated and warm color, often described as a mix of red and purple. It can be also be considered a darker, richer version of magenta. Army. Army green is one of muted shade of green with warm yellow undertone. It's also a connection to the military symbolizes strength and resilience, while its earthy hue evokes a sense of growth, balance, and tranquility. 1. It is rich and deep shade that combines red and purple. It even creates a special, elegant, and warm atmosphere. It is located between red and purple on the color wheel. Because of this, it gives the impression of sophistication. Close shades include burgundy and merlot. Khaki. As for the army, it is a protective shade. Also, Khaki itself is a shade of yellow. It has a brownish undertone. Apple green. Apple green is a bright yellow-green color that resembles the skin of Granny Smith's apple. It is a lively and fresh color that is often associated with nature, renewal, and energy. Lime cyan. It is an intermediate shade between lime and cyan. Marigold. Marigold is a vibrant shade of yellow-orange mindset of the popular garden flower. It is often described as a bright and optimistic color with a hint of warmth that can also seem cool in certain contexts. Fire. To put it very briefly, it is a shade of orange that you can see in the fire while it is in the bonfire. Azure. Azure is calm and cool color like a clear sky. It also falls between blue and cyan on the color wheel. This is quite bright shade resembles the sea and is linked to run quietly. Ice. This shade was not named so by chance. It's because it perfectly describes the coldness of ice itself. Iron. The shade is like gold, silver, and bronze. The main thing to consider here is that the iron shade is based on metal of the same name. Cherry. The shade is a rich red with a subtle pink undertone, reminds it of the fruit it is named after. It sits between red and purple on the color wheel, radiating delicious, refined, and serious qualities. Tangerine. Tangerine is a bright reddish-orange color that is reminiscent of the citrus fruit of the same name. It is a bold and lively shade that combines the energy of orange with hint of the warmth of red. Honey. This shade of yellow with an orange undertone is named after honey. Sapphire. This particular shade of blue was named after the gemstone of the same name. This shade also has its own shades. It sounds like consumerism, but it's possible. Plum. Plum is a rich deep purple with red and brown undertone. It is a sophisticated and warm color that falls between purple and brown on the color wheel. Grape. This hue indicates a rich dark purple that is frequently linked with the fruit itself. Banana. This shade of yellow is named after a banana. Yeah, it sounds corny. Moss. Moss green is a subtle green with calming and relaxing properties. On the color wheel, this color crosses with green, orange, and cyan, giving the impression of a morning dew covered lawn. Ocean. Ocean color is a branch of color objects that focuses on the color of the water and the information that can be gleaned from a difference in the hue. The hue of the water, while predominantly blue, can range from blue to green, yellow, brown, or red in certain situations. This topic research involved with water remote sensing and it's primarily concerned with how color is sensed by devices. Strawberry. Strawberry is a lovely and delicious color that blends red and pink saturated in the middle of the color wheel. It implies freshness and the vigor of the fruit tones such as raspberry and cherry. Aqua. Aqua is a vibrant hue that sits between green and blue on the color wheel. This color has the characteristics of sparkling tropical seas and generates a sensation of clarity, freshness, and invigoration. Slime. It's literally a shade of green, named after the slime itself, and the box it came in 1976. It was inspired by the character of the same name. Yes, I know about the modern slimes come in different textures and shades. Ruby. Ruby red is a vibrant, passionate hue with deep red tones. It is slightly in the red section of the color wheel. Ruby red is vivid and powerful, completing tints like garnet and crimson. Purkinje Effect. This is the phenomenon where the human eye perceives colors differently under different lighting conditions. In dark, reds may appear darker than blues, appear lighter than in bright light. Eggplant. Eggplant is a deep, gloomy purple that radiates both elegance and mystery. On the color wheel, it is between violet and indigo and resembles a rich plum tone. Ombre, Jade, and dark violet are related tints. Use eggplant intends to give depth and revealed ideal backgrounds or accents. Ivory. Ivory is a white color with a tint of yellow that represents warmth and tranquility. This milky shade is reminded of its namesake, elephant ivory, and exudes a relaxing and delicate Pear. Graphite. Graphite is a dark smoky gray hue. It's a mysterious and dramatic color, ideal for creating a strong and striking setting. Jungle. Jungle green is a vivid shade of medium spring green. Periwinkle. Periwinkle is a soft, cool tone blue and purple blend that exudes calm and tranquility. This delicate tint, located between blue and purple on the color wheel, exudes a dreamy and calm atmosphere. Highlighter. These are literally the shades found in highlighters. This is especially true of one of the razor bright shades of yellow. Celadon. Celadon is a gentle, subdued tint that combines green and blue tones with light gray undertones. This soft color is one of the cooler side of green spectrum, giving off a tranquil and harmonious vibe. Celadon. Celadon is a gentle, subdued tint that combines green and blue tones with light gray undertones. This soft color is one of the cooler side of green spectrum, giving off a tranquil and harmonious vibe. Frost. This is a shade of blue that is almost white in color. Crystal. For example, it could be a light shade of blue. Neon blue. Neon blue is a brilliant, cool hue that blends the dependently of blue with the vibrancy and thrill of neons. This bright color embodies modern features that encourage forward thinking and creativity. Sunrise. This shade can remind you of a sunrise. Electric blue. Electric blue is a brilliant, eye-catching shade in the color wheel's blue-violet spectrum, similar to Cyan. Electric blue conveys a sense of vitality and inventiveness. Copper. Copper is a warm orange-brown color with powerful and burning properties. It's on a red-orange color wheel expressing tauntness and vitality while remaining earthly and grounded. Red Oxide. This color is a dark muted red with a slightly brownish tone that frequently associated with the color iron oxide. Mauve. This shade of purple is often associated with the 1890s. Melon. Melon is a bright, joyful color that combines pink and orange colors. It is located between orange and pink on the color spectrum and executes a placement refreshing mood. This series includes shades such as peach and melon. Chocolate. On the color wheel, chocolate is a warm brown tint that falls between red and yellow. It's a deep color which resembles milk chocolate, radiates warmth and stability. Tiger. Tiger's most prevalent hue is orange, which varies the depth according on subspecies. Butter. This is same shade light of yellow. It's named after butter. That's because it has the same shade. Pear. Pear is a vibrant green with golden undertones. It is between green and yellow on the color wheel with a luscious fruit tint. Rares include the Bralette, Pear, which has a yellow color and a hint of scarlet black. Raisin. This is a deep rich brown, similar to the color of the red grape. Blueberry. Blueberry is same blue, however their hue is due to structural phenomena rather than pigment. The blue tint comes from a coating of wax on the fruit surface that scatters the blue and ultraviolet light. This wax has small features and produces light dispersion resulting in the blueberries appearing blue to human eyes. Ink. This ink hue is very dark orange. Almond. Almond is a calmly natural shade with creamy beige and subtle tan undertones. It is gentle and inviting atmosphere as it sits between off-white and beige. Shades such as Ivory and soft beige are similar. Almond is ideal of producing warm, inviting interiors and forks, as well as in backgrounds for peaceful atmosphere. Mallow. The mallow's color is often refers to Mauve, a delicate purplish pink hue derived from the French name for the mallow flower Mauve. It's a delicate romantic color that falls between pink and violet on the color wheel. Mango. This shade is named after the fruit of the same name. Mango is vivid yellow-orange color that radiates warmth and enthusiasm. It is between orange and yellow, and on the color wheel, responding ripe mango. Consider hues such as luscious cantaloupe or golden apricot. Ideal for tropical fruit-inspired themes such as mango-colored kurta or wall print. Onyx. Onyx commonly connected with color black, responds power, perfection, and grounding. It is also associated with elegance, mystique, and refinement. In several cultures, it's said to guard against harmful energy and promote emotional equilibrium. Deep indigo. This is a dark shade of indigo. Northern lights. They can have shades of green, blue, purple, and pink. All of these appears because of the protection of Earth from the solar flares. In that respect, it's like asteroids that look like shooting stars. Metamerism. Metamerism is a phenomenon in which two colors appear similar under one lighting situation but appear differently under another. This happens because the colors have various spectral reflections curves, which means they reflect the light in different ways across the visible spectrum. The varied spectral distributions of the light source allow the eye to interpret the colors differently when seen under different lighting conditions. Extraspectral colors. Extraspectral colors, also known as non-spatial colors, are those that cannot be created by single wavelengths of light and do not appear in the rainbow. They are experienced when different wavelengths of lights excite our red tints, and our brains interpret the resulting combinations as unique colors. Pink, brown, gray, and white are a few examples. This video is going to end. Don't forget about like and subscribe for the next part. Bye and see ya!